Hey, what's going on, guys? DJS here. Got a video for you guys today on reasons why I think the LeBron 11 will become the most iconic LeBron sneaker out of the series that we've seen so far. And hopefully we'll have some sort of legendary status like the Jordan 11s that you can see in the backdrop over there. There's some reasons why I think that this shoe has the potential for that. And I'll dig into those in just a second. You can see I have some of the LeBrons out from the series. You have the 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 9s. And I have all of them except for the 3s, and actually I'm waiting for the 3s to be sent. I did get one colorway of the 3s, so as soon as the person I bought them from sends them to me, then hopefully I'll get them this week. But anyway, so let's get into reasons why I think that this LeBron 11 is going to be an iconic shoe. I think some of you guys are probably literally just thinking I'm crazy just for doing this video because there's other LeBrons that you probably think of that are way more iconic. The 10s were huge, but like if you consider the LeBron 10s versus the Jordan 10s, the LeBron 10s were amazing, right? But the LeBron 11s, I think when I did my review of these, the King's Pride LeBron 11s, let's see if I can put the shoe back up here. I did the review and I had one of the coolest comments in the comment section, and I replied back to him and 100% agreed with what he said. And more or less what he said was that the LeBron 11 design is beyond its time. And I could not agree more with that statement. I know that a lot of people, when they first saw the shoe, they were really on the fence. They saw images and they thought absolutely no, like the shoe can't be worn casually. The shoe is just not a good looking shoe. It's too crazy looking. Whatever the excuses were, I'm sure that a lot of you guys felt that way. Maybe you guys still do feel that way, but I think as we evolve and as we grow, like and see different designs, we'll learn to love the shoe. And for me, it didn't take any adjusting. As soon as I saw the first image of the shoe, I was absolutely taken aback. I thought the shoe looked amazing. I thought it looked futuristic. And again, like he said, ahead of its time. Now, something that is very relatable to my generation is the foam posits. And the foam posits, I know now we're struggling because the prints are just so off, at least in my opinion. But the foam posit came out in 1997, and this shoe was, again, way ahead of its time. If you wear a pair of foam posits today and you go in the mall, people are going to look at the shoes. I mean, at least somebody's going to look at those shoes at some point and think, those things are crazy. I've never seen anything like those, because they probably haven't. And the foam posits were ahead of its time. Now they've gotten a lot of shine, and the shoes is highly coveted to some, and some people they're played out as of right now. Even if they're played out, they're still going to have just a place in my heart for sure, just because I love the foam posits, especially the Royal foam posit, which, if you didn't know, is my #1 shoe of all time. The penny Royal blue foam posit is. So that's kind of that with the foams. I mean, it was ahead of its time. Same way I feel that LeBron 11s are going to be happy. Now, as of today, we've seen probably a dozen different colorways of the LeBron 11, and in fact, we just saw a color, and I'll put a picture of it on the screen here if you haven't seen it. A LeBron 11 graffiti or New York inspired colorway, which just looks crazy. And what this leads me to believe, I mean, it's been something that I mentioned since I saw the first images of the Christmas LeBron 11, is the design ability of the shoe is gonna just change everything. I mean, you can have a printed pattern over top of the foam posit. You can have a printed pattern over top of the hyperfuse, and as a result of that, you can transform this shoe like to literally like anything. Also, what this means is that people that customize sneakers are going to have an easy time customizing this shoe. I've seen a lot of crazy customizations for this shoe already, because it's such an open canvas, and the materials are materials that you can paint. This is going to be crazy for customizations through the years. Also, another thing to consider, this shoe has been out, I mean, the LeBron, not this shoe. The LeBron has been around for 11 years now. That means we've seen different versions of older LeBrons that we love and embrace, and different colorways, such as the Dunkmans right here. And we've seen so many through the years that we can draw inspiration from those LeBrons and put them on the new silhouette. And I think they look just crazy. It's just fun to be able to see new versions of the older renditions of the sneakers. With that being said, we're seeing new ones. The Terracotta Warriors, for example, brand new design and concept, looks amazing. And no word on how limited the sneaker is going to be, but it looks amazing and it's an original concept. Then you have the forging irons, which looks like a play on of the LeBron Big Bangs. And then, of course, the graffiti ones that I just mentioned is the play on of the LeBron 4s. So lots and lots of room for creativity with this silhouette, I think. And because of that, it's definitely going to be a big factor. Now, this is the first and only colorway we've seen released to date for the LeBron 11. And it's just crazy. Like, this is one colorway, and there's going to be so many more. And whether or not they have some that are really extremely hyper limited, then they're going to have general releases like the King's Pride. I'm sure, you know, LeBron's known for having these really, really limited ones. In fact, he posted a picture on Instagram yesterday, and I put it on my website if you want to check it out, collectivekicks.com, of a one-of-one version of a LeBron 11 that he had for himself. It looks like just a crazy, like, Family Guy type colorway, which I thought was rad. But Nike ID is also a huge thing for this shoe. There's tons of different ways to design the shoes. I guarantee you we're going to see more versions of Nike ID out there, new additions to Nike ID for the designs, possible designs for the upper, because we know that's a possibility. So there's definitely a lot of room for this shoe to expand. And with so many colorways, the Jordan 11 had, what, 5 colorways of the Jordan 11? Not even 5 when it launched. The LeBron 11 we've seen like over, again, a dozen probably as of right now. So it's definitely going to be a shoe that has a lot of different options. It's going to be generally released, so if you can't get the limited ones, at least you can get the one, you know, whatever the other colorways in the stores. And I think that it's going to be able to hit both of those markets, the limited and general release. I touched up on its customization, and I think the other thing, obviously, the comfort and weight. It's the lightest LeBron out of the series. On top of it being the lightest LeBron of the series, it is obviously the highest performance modeled as well. And a lot of people didn't think you could wear this shoe casually, but I totally disagree. I think it is a shoe that will look good casually. So, I mean, there's lots of different reasons. Leave some comments on reasons why you think the LeBron 11 could be the most iconic LeBron to date. Leave some comments why you think a different model. Maybe you think the 10 or the 5 or the 4 is the most iconic LeBron to date. But the fact that he has 2 back-to-back championships, maybe the 9 is the most iconic because he won his first one. But the 11, I think, is going to be the one that really holds LeBron. And if you think back 20 years, I guess, from 20 years from now, you'll think back and you'll hopefully will picture the LeBron 11 as an iconic sneaker. I could be completely wrong about this. This is just my thoughts, but I really do think that if you haven't been a fan of the LeBron 11 yet, I guess we'll wait it out and see. And if you see another colorway that comes out and all of a sudden you turn to be a fan of it, don't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, because I see it turning heads almost daily on Twitter. People are like, I wasn't a fan, but now I see this colorway and I'm a fan. And I think that's a cool thing about the sneaker. It really, depending on how they can present the shoe and what colorway and stuff, it really changes your mind about the shoe. I think that it's undeniable that the shoe is a great sneaker performance-wise, but looks is, you know, everybody has different tastes. But I think, again, it's open canvas, and because of that, you can either get it designed by a customizer, Nike ID, or I have a feeling they're just going to have a bunch of cool designs out there. That's pretty much it, though. I just wanted to touch base with you guys and my thoughts on the LeBron 11. I'm really excited for this shoe. As you could probably you can tell from the sound of my voice. I do have, again, those 2 Nike IDs coming, so as soon as they get here, I'll be happy to show you guys those. But man, I'm just really excited to see what else comes out with these. We've seen so many crazy colorways, and it just keeps getting better. Forging irons, and then now the graffitis, man, it's just like wide open as to what we can expect from these LeBron 11s. But thanks for watching, and I don't think I had anything else to cover. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.